Hello, and welcome back to another video. I'm ZpprSprk, and that is loud. You're watching my FTB Continuum Let's Play series. Today, I wanted to show you a couple things I did off camera. Namely, I made this bigger. It can now input-output 2,700 RF per tick. And so, in order to handle that, I upgraded all of these flux ducts to the hardened version. Just need some invar and a bit of redstone, I believe. I moved these down here, and then there's the the flux ducts going under the ground there up to the bottom of the display stand so they can stay powered. So they were a bit cramped in there, so I had to put it out. This is actually in an awkward spot too. Probably end up moving it down maybe somewhere over there, because I don't really need it now that I have that one. Because that one you can go from straight coal. You don't need the coal coke. But you can do it much faster in there if you have the coal coke. But we haven't needed much creosote or coal coke in a while either, so I haven't really been using it much at all. But if you recall, the things that we left off with is I got this recipe all ready to go, but as you can see by the tooltip, I don't have a machine that can understand RF. But the recipe needs the RF because I have the power upgrade, but no power adapter thing. So I did get it ready to go. So we can craft that together. Should give us a quest. Yep. No, I'm thinking I just stick it here. Yep. There you go. Oh, we got zaps. How exciting is little zaps. Oh, does it shock us if we're like on it? No? Okay. Well, and then these chests, I also have put together enough for, I think this is the pump jack, this is the mixer, and this is the distillation tower. So I have all the components set up for that, and in doing so, I went through most of my iron reserves, and I should show you there's a much bigger hole down there. But I'm down to one piece of iron, a stack, and a quarter of iron ore. My steel, I think I just have one rod and a couple miscellaneous things. So it's going to need some processing to do any more than what these are. And speaking of which, I'll probably need some more pipes in order to handle all those things. And I'll probably actually want to set up in here, if I can show you. There is in here. Yeah, the tank. So you just use sheet metal and it will convert into a multi-block, and you can store 512 buckets. But I'm gonna need some more iron for that, so I might have to do some digging off camera. But if we're gonna do the pump jack, we need to get we need to scout out a spot for it. So we need to create one of there's the thing in here. Don't know. There, the core sample drill. That's what it is. So I need some more steel scaffolding, light engineering, and fence. And so it will do, I can drill the different chunks. So if I turn on, let's see, F3G. If I turn on the chunk boundaries, I can go to each chunk and do a core sample drill to see what kind of fluids and minerals are available there. I don't think I'll be using the excavator, I think is what it's called, to do the get the minerals. But I mean, if I have a really great one I need a lot of, then I just might. But let's get that put together. But in the meantime, I did want to get these finished. So I have the six of these. And where's my fluid ducts? That's the regular ones. Here's the hardened. So if I come and put these over here, see, this is the input line. Right now the diesel or biodiesel is just coming here. So maybe if I, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And 6. That should fill these up. Actually, I don't want that to connect there. Yeah, it's a little really stuttery. I don't know. I mean, I am keeping the power topped off. Oh, I think it's that one that's stuttering. Let's see. If I put a lever back here, I can turn it off. I don't have a lever. Yeah, let me turn that diesel generator off just to... give me one. Then those dynamos can at least start to build up some... There we go. Alright. Biodiesel, what does it need? Upgrade, redstone control. Ignored. How come it's not making power? Oh, and coolants. Ah, that's right. I need water. There's water. I'm gonna have to pipe water down this side. Yeah. So I will need more pipes, and yeah, so I'll probably bring the water down here and down on this side, and I'll probably move this over to here just so they're all in line. Alright, well, let me get the pipes and I'll show you when I have that set up. Alright, I did get the pipes hooked up over here. I broke this one because I wanted to move this over, but it already had the biodiesel in it, so wanted to wait for it to empty out. So it will empty out eventually. It is using more water than biodiesel. So, you know, I'll probably just put this here just to keep it topped up with water, because, I mean, water is essentially free. But if you notice, it's only doing 40 RF per tick. So you can augment it, but I need the upgrades. So let's look into what is needed to upgrade these a bit. That way we can get started producing them faster. Because I think a single one with fully upgraded can do 320 or 240 or something like that. So let's look. Oh yeah, I was looking up the void miner stuff because yeah, I want to do that soon. Void miner. That way I don't have to go mining for the iron. It will just go mining for the iron for me. Yeah. Okay, so augments, which are maximum power usage. Increases power generation. Okay, so this is the one we want. So we need silver on a transmission coil. So a bunch of silver. So silver, redstone, and more silver. So 5 pieces of silver for each of those. Okay. Now we do need the upgrade kits though. Kit. These things. So the hardened upgrade kit. I'll need emerald, invar, advanced circuits, redstone servo, which I can make, an ender electron tube, endstone, sandstone with ender, and that I'm going to need magma crucible for. So I can't even do this yet. Great. Alright, well, which means we are limited by the number of dynamos I can create. So I'm going to make a bunch more of these. We'll probably... Yeah, I might end up moving it. Because this will do, I think that says it's 1,000 RF a tick. And so then each of these is 40. So 40 times 6 is 240. So you can see 2.4K is RF. Huh. Yeah, looks like I'm slowly losing or something. But yeah. Alright, well, let me get a bunch more dynamos put together, and I can, yeah, we'll reorganize that a bit. So I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I have, I made 10 more of the dynamos, so there's 16 total, and then I kind of did it, you know, kind of in this plus configuration around the flux duct in the middle. And then it kind of got so the water comes in here, comes down this bottom left here, and the top right over there, so that feeds water to all of them. And then the biodiesel comes out of the refinery here and goes over, and then kind of comes and snakes around up over here. Careful not to cross at either spot, so that, yeah, I don't know if I think the pipes are smart enough to auto redirect, but if you don't have them touching, then you don't have to worry about that, I guess. But it is a huge jumbled mess of these ducts going around. So I do have this one turned off. And so we are, you know, backing up on the biodiesel nicely, which is something that I kind of wanted to end up anyways. It seems like this will, it burns like a bucket at a time, it seems. And even if it doesn't need all the power that was produced from a bucket, it will just burn the whole bucket. And then the next time it needs power, it burns another whole bucket. So it seems really inefficient if you don't have the need to have it on constantly. So having this being backed up here is nice. And then these are, you know, constantly going. So I've got 10 at the 40 RF. So I'm making, you know, 400 RF per tick. So I am slowly gaining here, because even when these are going, I don't think it's using the 40. When this is going full blast, it does use a lot. So the arc furnace will use more than the ducts I have capacity to pump into them. Actually, the ducts, these will do 4,000, and the my little power cell bank here can only do 2,700. So that, I think, is the current bottleneck for the arc furnace, is the 2,700 that can do. Anyways, I probably will turn this and then build it kind of in a vertical tower. It makes the piping a lot less messy. Because I've got the, yeah, this is the output, and then it snakes around this way. And I had to break the connection that was coming over here to this and snake it up around here, and yeah, kind of a mess. But while we are waiting for that, we can get these set up. Actually, I wanted to do the core sample drill first. So let's look at that. Sample drill. So I need some steel scaffolding, steel fences, and light engineering blocks. So I have a heavy. I don't see any light. That would be here by the lead. Yeah, right here. So I'll need to make some light engineering blocks. I only have one steel scaffolding and no fences, so I'll need to process some more iron into steel. Yeah, I am out of the pulverized. I've only got 4. Do I have any over here already? Oh, I've got a whole stack. Okay. So all I have to do is put the iron on, and I'm good to go. I don't recall if you can put them in here or if you have to smelt them first. I think you had to smelt them first. 0. I don't see it changing. Yeah. Alright, well, let's do this. We can show you how fast this goes. I mean, 12 at a time, that's nice. And then, whoop, that drops. So. I mean, it's still faster than before, but yeah, it's still limited by the power input. Alright, well, I'll get the steel cooked up and bring you back when I've got my drill ready to craft. Alright, I have the scaffolding, and I can combine those stacks. Scaffolding, fences, and the light engineering. Where'd they go? Right there. So, I can create this. Now, what this can do is I don't know. Let me see. I can get what is it? There's a generator. Thought I had the extra generator in here. There it is. So a coal generator. Now F3G. So yeah, let's start with this one right here. So put it here. I mean, it's in the corner. It doesn't really have to be in the corner. That's not the generator. So I don't know exactly how much is needed, but let's get rid of those. But yeah, if you fill this completely full, then the amount of power it uses is exactly how much it takes to fill it up. So this got us no minerals, no fluids. Alright, we will plop that down here. There, you have to shift click go down. So this is to remind us this chunk is nothing. So we can come to this chunk, and this is the corner I wanted to do it in, but let's see, can I do smaller pieces? Oh, this remembers it was its power. That's nice. I like that coal generator then. And back up. Nothing. Alright, well, I've got a landscape to map out with the drilling, and so while I do that, I will let you guys just wait in a jump cut. So, see you in a second. Alright, I did, probably like a 5x5 chunk area, maybe not exactly 5x5, but so I found 2 chunks that have the crude oil. This one is the one that has the most I found. It's got some copper in it as well, but has 6.5 million millibuckets. So yeah, 6,500 buckets of oil in here. And then this one that's might actually be the most conveniently placed, or inconvenient maybe, is this chunk here that's got 2.7. So that's actually, this is the upper left corner of the chunk. So it's this chunk all the way down here. So I mean, I could set up the pump jack down here. So that's, that's close enough to the power generation that it might be the most convenient, but it's also like right here in the middle of things. So it might be, the most inconvenient. So over here seems like a nice option because it's more oil, and I can set that up just where this farm is or over here, and then it's not too far from the power. I have power right there. So I say let's set up over here first. So let's get our pump jack stuff and our projector. I don't know what our projector set at. There it is. Arc furnace is what it was last. Okay. So pump jack. Yeah, it's got quite the neat little animation. But it says I have everything. Okay. So let's craft it with the projector. Alright. And then we're setting it up over here. Well, let's turn the chunk boundaries back on so we know exactly where. Yeah, okay. So up here would actually work. And I think it's this side that wants the power. Yeah, so yeah, let's do it here. And this, one of those. That. Heavy. And some fence. and steel block. Right? Yeah. So I need, oh. Oh, okay, one more over. All right. And sheet metal. And more of those. All right, so I got the green. And I don't have my hammer. All right, let me get this hammered up, and I will only have two. I might actually need to craft some more in order to get the power over there. Let's see, where's the hammer? There's the hammer, and yeah, I've only got 4 regular leadstone ones. So, I mean, I could use some of the wires. Maybe I want to do that. There we go. Alright, so this is where the oil comes out, so I will want the pipes there, and then probably over to, honestly, I might set up the, yeah. So the power comes in here. Yep, right here. That's where I thought it would come in. And then, let me get these down. So bring the power over to here, and then the pipes need to come out, and I'll probably put them in one of those big tanks, the fluid tanks, and then over here, maybe down in this little hole, we'll set up the distillation tower, and then it will have, we can set up the 3 tanks over here. Might end up getting rid of this farm, or moving it, might move it, or I'll just move the pipes around it. Anyways, I've got some crafting of stuff to do and apparently food to eat, so alright, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I've got the treated wood fence and the sheet metal ready for the tank. Let's get the projector set up for it. Now I'm going to put it over here by this. So, because I think I want it lifted up a bit. Yeah, let's put it there. Alright, so need that there. This will go here. And here. And, oh, I think one more layer after this. Yeah. Okay. All right. This should come. Straight there. All right, I got more of these. We'll come around this way. Actually go over one more. Yeah. Actually, I don't want that low. Hopefully the mobs don't attack me soon. Right. There we go. It's pumping. And we're getting crude oil, right? Should be able to. Well, I'm pretty sure it's crude oil. Alright. Well, we're going to have to deal with these later because we're out of time for today. But we've got that pumping up, the oil. Then tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next episode, we'll get the distillation tower set up. And hopefully, let me get up here where I have a point of view or a better perspective. Yeah. So distillation tower, probably end up putting there. And then we'll probably need 3 more of those, so more iron. And then probably set them up over there and then use those to fuel the gas, because the gasoline works really well for that. Yeah, but well, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you did like this episode, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.